Today is Monday. No, I'm doing the Wreck of Monday.
Today is Thursday.
No.
Friday.
Still wrong.
April. We're all wrong. Are we recording?
It's Friday, April 3rd, and we're recording.
Happy Easter, everybody.
Happy Easter, G's.
What? Where are we?
We are in the new studio, but we are not on the new set because that's next week, as we said.
But we're in where it's happening.
It's
Yes.
an Easter miracle.
We decided not to. We should have taken this week off, and I kind of wish we did because we don't have internet here, so it's going to be a bitch to get this thing up.
Yeah.
I'll figure it out.
Also, I don't want to be here.
Yeah, nobody wants to be here right now or
Yeah.
anything. But we decided to do an episode anyway because there's a few things to talk about. It's pretty much it, by the way. I'm Eric.
That's the name of the show. I'm Jake.
I'm Mike.
And let's just get right into the news. Let's not dilly-dally. Eh?
Oh.
Let's start off with
Movie news. So, first thing that I think we should talk about is Wolverine.
The Wolverine?
No, the animals.
Oh.
You remember in the...
They're
kind of
very
weird.
little creatures.
They're gross.
But there's a specific one we want to talk about. His name is Hugh Jackman.
Wolverine.
He has posted on Instagram his Wolverine claws, a picture of his hand with his Wolverine claws, and it said one last time or something like that.
Yeah.
Is he sick?
And yeah, he's dead. He actually died already. That was his last time putting them on.
Yeah.
And no, but what I guess that it's supposed to mean that he's got one more movie in him. But even
Yeah.
though he said he wants to play him until he dies, so
Yeah,
maybe that is what's
that's
happening.
what I don't know.
I don't know what's going on, but apparently, James Mangold, director of the Wolverine, did basically say like, yeah, we're doing it again. Like, so it's for Wolverine 3, essentially.
Wait.
It's the sequel to the Wolverine.
So wait, would that be Wolverine 2?
That's Wolverine 2.
It's the Wolverine 2.
Yeah, but I guess it's the third Wolverine movie.
Solo,
No, 'cause they-
solo Wolverine movie, yes,
They
third one.
They basically retconned Wolverine Origins.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but we know
so-
what happened.
Yeah, I know.
It
I tried to
happened.
think about it. I tell you what, though, if this is the last Hugh Jackman Wolverine, the Wolverine 2
I'm
better
gonna cry.
be the best movie in
I'm
the
gonna
world.
damn cry.
Maybe
Because
they're-
if the last Wolverine was
his
the last,
final movie?
I liked it a lot, but it still didn't have like that X-Men Wolverine.
robots.
You know?
That's a great... I was just thinking about it the other day. That is a great movie that you can get up, go to the bathroom, do some chores,
And still enjoy
and
it.
still enjoy the whole movie.
There's,
It's like...
there's some slow bits. That's for sure.
But I guess people are thinking who's going to play Wolverine next. But I honestly, that's not in my mind because
No.
maybe they're finally done.
For a little while? Nah.
Wolverine's a cool character.
Nah.
Yeah, you could
but-
say the same thing with Robert Downey Jr. You know, if he's done, maybe then for a while it'll just that's it.
Yeah.
Some other characters. Come on.
I don't know, I'm just tired of Wolverine saving the day.
Well, speaking of other characters in the Fox Marvel world, Deadpool.
Yeah, wow.
Do you guys know? Do you guys
What a
know what's
splash.
going on here? Did you
What?
see this?
what happened?
Mike, you don't know?
Mike,
What
you don't
happened?
know? Oh my God!
Yeah,
Yeah,
which
yesterday, April Fool's was a fantastic day.
It was
for
the best
movie
April
news.
Fool's ever.
Yeah.
Wait,
because
Okay,
first-
so a video went up.
I saw the interview where it's like Deadpool shows up at the end.
Oh,
So
okay.
you know what happened.
So I don't know what you were talking about.
Okay,
the
well,
movie's
first-
rated R!
Oh, wait.
That's the whole video!
I didn't know that.
He kills the guy when he says it's going to be PG-13.
Oh.
Yeah, he says,
And at the
Fuck
very
you,
end,
Slater.
he goes, fuck you, Slater. It's going to be R.
Oh.
It's rated R for real!
Yeah.
Oh, I must have completely missed the
Yeah.
most important part
That
of
was the
the
most
video.
important part
yeah.
of the video. Because at the end, Mario
'Cause
Lopez
I
was
was
like,
like-
we're going to make it family friendly. And then Deadpool fucking kills him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like clicking out of the video before Deadpool showed up, and I was like, oh wait, that's Deadpool.
You
Like,
s-
yeah.
that was
You
him in
clicked
costume
through
for
that?
real.
It was like a
No, that was
2-minute
No,
long video.
that was not CG. That's what...
That was a CG Deadpool.
Nothing,
No, it
no,
wasn't.
nothing you've seen is CG. It looks fucking incredible.
Yeah.
It's all real, dude.
When he
don't
hit
know.
him, it was CG. But
You cannot know. I'm telling
Yeah.
you, it's not CG. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah,
It's all. They actually shot that with they went and shot that
Him in
little promo
costume,
for
yeah.
April Fools.
it was really cool because initially in the beginning of the day on April Fool's, there were stories that were circulating saying it was officially PG-13.
Right.
And I
Well,
was
because
like,
that was the price.
Wow,
Yes.
yeah.
It
And
was the
then
best
they
April
released
Fools
that
ever.
video, and that was really cool.
I think that's.
really
Can I just say that news has made me so happy. I'm not specifically a huge Deadpool fan. I think it's cool, and I'm excited for the fourth
Yeah, it's
wall and all
exciting,
that
yeah.
breaking, all the fourth wall breaking and all that. Very fun, very cool. I love the concept of the character, but for me, it's just sort of like this is literally like
People making the movie they want to
making
make.
the movie they want to make.
Yeah.
It's
At,
also
at the
kinda-
expense of probably there might be less people that can go because it's not PG-13.
It's like a groundbreaking kind of movie too, because it's the first rated R superhero movie.
Well,
other than Kick-Ass, I guess. Does that count?
does it count? I
He
don't
was the
know.
first person to ever say "fuck you" to Mario Lopez. That's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Oh,
Hey,
you don't do
hey,
that.
don't
You don't
not
do
not
that.
ever since you know.
Oh, I just want to punch him.
But this news is I was literally walking
We also-
through New York City, just sort of like spring in my step.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah,
this is a good day. Yeah.
There's also today. There's already set photos going around.
Oh, I haven't
Really?
seen them. I'm so
Of,
excited. In costume?
Well, there's set photos going around of him like in a hoodie, and like you see his scarred up face.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty.
I
cool.
love
You
his
guys
hair.
see-
His haircut and his eyebrows.
Oh, Ryan
He's-
Reynolds in
he's
general.
fucked up. His eyebrows have like cuts in the
Yeah,
sides.
Ryan Reynolds just looks badass right
He
now.
looks so
Like,
cool.
See, I don't know if we talked about it, but they confirmed that Colossus is showing up.
Good.
Because that was
Oh.
in the original script that leaked online in
That's
2007. Holy shit, can you fucking believe that? That script came
Oh,
out in
God.
2007.
Like Deadpool and Colossus.
They
That was
also,
so awesome.
by the way, they did mention Origins in that little interview. Remember?
Did they?
Oh yeah, he just said he was like, "This is the thing that's from the Wolverine movie," and he's like, "Well, it's gonna be different than that." Ryan Reynolds is
yeah,
like, "It's
that's
actually
right,
a different take on
yeah,
the
it's a
character."
different
Yeah,
character.
yeah,
Yeah.
I am so excited. It honestly seems like they're really like, this is so rare. They're really
It is,
making this
yeah.
movie. Like they're supposed to make it.
I think it,
Art is so affected by like budgets and income and like what they can make at the box office.
let's
that,
not
like,
forget-
this really seems like it's going there.
the reason this exists is because of that leak.
Oh
quote,
yeah.
unquote.
Oh yeah.
And
Uh,
Now that was
exploding.
all CG, obviously.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
I would have liked to see that as a movie too, like just like all CGI. You
Now
know?
why?
Because
I mean,
I would
because
like to see that.
Yeah,
Because
I,
I
can
don't
see
know,
it.
it might-
I do
not
enjoy
for
those kind of
Deadpool.
things, but I want to see the live action is going to be just so.
I
great.
never thought of Deadpool as like a real person in the real world ever. So I think it'll be
But
interesting.
I hope his face is a little CG.
Well, I'm
honestly.
thinking
Oh,
it's
the
got to
mask
be. It's
face?
so
Yeah.
his eyes have to move.
like the way
Yeah.
he
They
emotes.
certainly are in that shot of him in the costume, like laying on the ground, the Burt Reynolds goof.
Yeah.
The eyes are all
Uh-huh.
goofy for sure.
Because like that, yeah, I think that's the thing that's
Maybe they'll
kinda-
do stop motion like
in,
Nightmare Before Christmas.
and like this little pet peeve I've had, like in every superhero movie,
They
it's like
they don't move.
it's like the eyes, they're very. You know,
Spider-Man's scary looking in the first
yeah, like
Spider-Man
when
movie.
he just turns around, he talks,
Ah!
and the eyes they're not moving. It just kind of looks like a bad person dressed
He's
up
crying.
like that's gonna hurt you.
we were playing around with that back when like Amazing Spider-Man 2. God, we've been doing this for so long.
Help.
Yes.
Back when Amazing Spider-Man 2 was first being like talked about, we were talking about like, oh, they're changing the costume with the big eyes. Wouldn't it be cool if they were CG eyes and they moved around?
You know what? That would have worked.
Yeah.
They could have done it.
So
no,
I'm
you know what?
glad-
Maybe
Oh,
it
yeah.
wouldn't have. I don't know.
No, if you're gonna have Electro have his teeth be fixed by electricity, I think.
Yeah, you're right,
I think
you're
you
right,
can have
you're right.
Spider-Man.
But I'm happy to see that now we're finally getting that with Deadpool's face. Hopefully,
Yeah.
that'll be really cool. This is just exciting.
So,
Uh, Now, those are the two. Honestly, those are the two big movie stories this week. I'd say.
Shit.
We have some smaller things. The Southpaw trailer.
South Park?
South
Be
Paul.
an absolute idiot.
Oh, Southpaw.
Now,
starring
Jake
Gyllenhaal.
warned me.
Yeah, Jake warned.
Jake
me.
warned us.
Yeah.
Yes. He warned the whole PMI
It's a
crew
long trailer.
not to watch this trailer,
Shows
so I
the
have not
whole
watched a
movie.
second of it.
Yeah.
I heard it shows the whole movie. Yep.
Okay, I will say that this movie looks like, you know, bang up job by Jake Gyllenhaal. Really great performance, but it looks like it's just an okay movie.
Really? All right.
Yeah. Also, Anton Fuqua, I think, who directed it.
Yes.
Doesn't have the best track record other than Training Day. So, I mean, he did Training Day, which was
Oh.
fucking awesome, but then like after that, he kind of, you know.
Kind of pooped out.
But hey, it looks really cool. I
Yeah.
love a good boxing movie too. I'm a sucker for a good boxing.
and also, just Jake Gyllenhaal's transformation physically is so exciting.
That's always fun to see.
I love that.
It's
Yeah.
always fun to see people.
That's always
do
fun
this.
to see.
Transform and abuse their bodies. Yeah,
We
their
got another
God-given
trailer.
bodies.
Did you guys see the trailer for the Marble Hornets movie?
No,
What?
this is
What?
not my thing.
It's. I thought it was like a real movie.
Is that good?
Nah, it kind
Oh,
of.
you
I feel
thought
bad.
it was a real movie and it's not?
Yeah,
Oh,
like
okay.
I thought it looks like it basically looks exactly like that Bigfoot movie that we saw the trailer for,
Oh, no.
but just with Slender Man instead.
You saw that movie, didn't
I
you?
did, and it had some moments, but it was terrible.
That's some
Yeah, my point
moments.
being, like, you know, you see like a guy falling down the stairs at one point, like and I'm just like, it's Slender Man. Why is he falling down the stairs?
Why is
What's
Slender Man
going-
falling down the stairs?
Slender Man. Whoa!
Slender-
You know what? It looks. The thing is, like, I can't tell if it's cheap on purpose. You know, like when you see like a movie that's supposed to look cheap, but it actually looks really good. Like, you know, it looks like like that movie that
Is it all found footage?
Chronicle time travel movie that just came out.
Oh,
Project Almanac.
yeah.
Like, clearly a Hollywood budget. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's a good looking movie, even though they're making it look like it's found footage.
Yeah.
Then there's Blair Witch, which looks shitty, but it looks shitty in an amazing way because it's film. Like, it looks
Yeah.
great for the time. Then there's We Just Went to, like, it's just some kids that made a movie, which is fine.
Well, I guess like.
But I thought that this was a bigger thing, and it just kind of
It
seems
seemed like the way we had talked about it previously, it seemed like it was going to be a much bigger thing.
production, but it seems like kind of a small thing.
Well,
But what's
considering
weird
I
is
still
Doug
haven't
Jones
really-
is in it, Silver Surfer himself. So, I mean, I don't know. Weird. I definitely, I got nothing from the trailer. I don't mean to, like, you know, insult it, because I love the guys behind it. You know, I love
Yeah.
the Marble Hornets guys.
Haters gonna hate.
But, yeah, and you know what? I guess I am.
You're gonna
No,
just
but
shake,
really,
shake,
I don't mean to, you know, like, talk shit about it, because I do like it, and I am excited for them, but
Yeah, give it a shot.
all I can say is it did nothing for me. It's not so much I think it looks bad, it's just, I thought nothing of it after I watched the trailer. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with that.
Okay, well.
All right. Yeah.
Finally, just one quick thing. I just want to make sure that we're all clear on this. Sacha Baron Cohen is not playing Freddie Mercury.
That was the
Awful.
Oh my god.
That was the ultimate April Fool's joke.
On Fool's
who
Day,
fucks
yeah.
up like that?
That
Like,
fucked up
that was
manager.
the
You saw what
biggest
happened,
goof-
right?
Yeah.
He made a fucking joke that he made a joke. That somebody was like, "Hey, is Sacha Baron Cohen going to be in the Freddie Mercury movie?" And the manager or somebody, right? The manager
Yeah.
or somebody, was it Brian May? No, it wasn't. It was the manager.
I don't
Whoever it was,
remember.
he goes, "Yeah, he's going to write it, direct it, and star in it." And so then they ran with it because that's a story.
Yeah.
And then he was like, "I was just kidding."
That's a joke. Oh my god.
I guess he was insulting Sacha Baron Cohen. Yeah, that fucking idiot's gonna write it, direct it, and star in it.
I was so happy.
Yeah, what did I post it in the group? And I said I am
Yeah.
absolutely
Yeah.
beyond excited.
And then, sure enough.
Because this movie is fucking doomed. Like
Yeah,
there's
they
a-
want. That's the opposite of the Deadpool thing.
They want
to make it like a PG
like
family,
a family movie about AIDS.
about Freddie Mercury, like the
An 80s
craziest, sexiest
gay,
rock god, crazy
cool
guy.
rock star, man.
but PG.
When was the last time there was
That
like a
could
rock
be-
star movie rated PG-13?
That could be one of
The Goofy movie.
If they wanted to, that could be one of the most like prolific biopics.
Oh, with
ever
Sacha Baron
made.
Cohen.
Yeah.
We're
It could've
talking
been
like
like-
Oscar City right
Yeah.
there.
It could have been
It
like
could be the next like Ray. It could be the next
Yeah.
like
Yep.
fucking
could have been the next
whatever.
Ray. Yeah.
Yep, maybe they'll have Jamie Foxx play him. Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx. One last bit of movie news.
Oh!
This weekend.
Wait a minute, you gotta run this shit by me. Tell me, what is it?
This weekend,
Don't tell them, tell me.
Furious 7 releases in theaters, and I just congratulations everybody. We got through it.
We
Can't-
made it.
Can't wait to see it.
Oh my god, I was thinking of the Tarantino movie.
No, that's the
coming out.
Hateful Eight.
I was like,
That's
what
the
are you?
sequel.
I was like, what are you
First
talking?
we have
If you
Furious
could
You're
see
Seven.
my
one number
face-
and one adjective
if
off.
you,
Yeah.
if you could see my
Yeah.
face, I'm literally like, what's the joke
Eric's
here?
a little fried from
From moving,
from
yeah,
moving,
it's actually, it's been awful.
First
yes.
there's Furious 7, and then 6 months later we're getting Hateful Eight.
And we didn't get Sinister Six.
Yeah. Yep.
I love numbers.
Family. It's all
Why
about
was
family.
6 afraid of 7?
Because Spider-Man 2.
7, 8, the TV news.
Yep.
Do we have TV news?
We do. We do have TV news. First things first. Hey, I got a great idea for a show. Actually, no, I don't want to go with that joke. I'm going to go with this joke. Hey, we're going to make The Dark Knight 2. We're going to call it The Dark Knight Rises. Hey, we're going to make The Walking Dead 2. We're going to call it Fear the Walking Dead. Just bad titles. That's the
Yeah.
segue.
Oh,
Bad
yeah.
titles for movies. Just adding words to the show.
Which one are we talking about?
Fear the Walking Dead.
Yeah, it's-
Well, no, let's start with The Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah. That's a really
I never
bad
liked the title of Dark Knight Rises. I don't watch Walking Dead, but I saw the title and I was like, Fear the Walking Dead?
That's really bad. That's like...
I don't know. Am I wrong?
That being
No,
said, I think there's potential for this to be awesome just because, like, I'm a total snob.
Look, I don't know anything about the quality of the
I've-
show. Just
yeah,
the title.
I'm
talking about the title.
I'm like a total snob, and I've grown to like not really like The Walking. My grandma watches The Walking Dead. Now.
You're not
What
a
the
snob.
fuck?
Nobody
What happened?
nobody I know is
What
enjoying The Walking
happened?
Dead.
No, everyone I know, like every like normal person I know, loves
Oh.
The Walking Dead.
So a couple of my friends here gave up on it.
That I don't mean to be like a snob about it, but
I don't watch
I think now like this is like its own new clean slate thing.
Yeah.
You know, we don't have to like shoehorn in the guy the what's the Boondock Saints guy in it. Like we don't need to
Don't
just
have to
keep
have-
writing
yeah.
him and keeping him alive forever. Like we could have a whole new show. In
Yeah.
like the Walking Dead, like you know, like set up in that situation.
So it's like what they
like,
fucked up and now they're trying again.
like the
Well,
like
no,
the
what it
Walking
is,
Dead
it's
game.
The Walking Dead starts off like 3 months into the apocalypse, and the,
The
show...
comics.
Yeah, the comics
Okay.
and the show.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like the guy wakes up out of a coma and he's in the
Oh,
apocalypse.
You know,
Isn't
like
that
28 days
later.
later.
Wait a
Yeah.
minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So in this one, it's
What came
starting.
first? I don't know.
It's supposed to be showing how society collapsed. I'm just so tired of zombie fucking movies.
I'm not,
Just
yeah.
I-
well,
I-
good news. It's a TV show.
good. Yeah.
I'm happy though because like we said, the Walking Dead video game, like it made its own thing with the like the pillars and like the
Well, there isn't
the
much
psychology
to build up.
behind Walking Dead.
There's really not much to play off of. It's zombies.
No, you haven't read the comic then. Cause
I
there's a
have read the
lot to
comic,
it.
and there's nothing. There's no comic characters in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what?
No,
So,
I'm not
Jake,
saying. Yeah,
so
I'm not
what
saying
do you
because
what
of
do
the
you
characters.
about it?
No,
Jake?
I'm
What
saying.
do you
No,
think?
I'm saying like the you know the humanity and like how these people deal with these things. That's what it's more about, and that's like what I'm hoping the new show will double back and like really do.
It kind of just sounds like a zombie movie. It's like
But on TV.
Yeah, it's like the humanity and then the zombies. It's like, what would you have in a
Hashtag
zombie?
Oh the Humanity.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
but
humanity.
there's no convincing these guys.
Just like
Yeah.
he just slowly realizes.
Like remember
Uh,
in Dawn of the Dead? There was crying in that movie.
Hey, How about
But
this?
it's like how it's like how it's handled though. You know, like it can't like. You could say that about anything. You could be like, there's punching in every movie, but like sometimes in a movie a guy gets punched and it's like, whoa, and then sometimes in a movie a guy gets punched and it's just like, oh,
and it's a robot.
popcorn. Yeah. So like you could, so you
in a
can
movie, the guy gets punched.
so you can take one thing of a thing and like construe it any way you want. Like just because if you don't want to like it, you can say it's like this, but if you want to like it, you can look at it in a different way.
Wow,
Gotta catch 'em all. Ash versus Evil Dead.
You know what's really funny? Not to segue, but like shout out because podcast.
You're gonna unsegue that?
No, one of the questions
You're
was,
unsegging.
what do you hate the most about each other? And Mike said, I hate you because sometimes you're just so
Too
fucking
positive?
disgustingly
And
positive.
And you said he's too negative.
So it's like we're a black hole.
One day we're gonna fight.
No,
That's
you're
what I
a
just
yin
wanted to-
yang. You're a yin yang.
It's
You're
like-
69ing.
It's like every time we'd fight, it's just like all of our punches just completely
Take it all!
They just keep
No, it's
knocking each other,
Dumbledore.
like-
It's Voldemort and Harry Potter at the end. Oh, in the fourth one.
We both strike each other and then we bounce and we just look at each other like.
And all your
What
dead,
do we-
all
what
your
do we
dead
do?
relatives are
Yes.
gonna be like, what's chill? What's chill? Ash versus Evil Dead. What do we think
I
about
didn't
this?
get that reference.
I didn't
Harry
think about
Potter.
anything about this until what I just learned a couple minutes ago. That this is going to be a Evil Dead show that everybody is going to be in.
Yeah,
As
produced,
in, like,
produced
Sam
by Sam
Raimi?
Raimi,
Bruce
conceived
Cam-
by Sam Raimi.
Bruce Campbell's coming back.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see why not. I mean,
why not?
I mean, like this goes. I mean, like what you would say
This
about
goes
like.
against my religious beliefs, but
I was gonna say, like when there's new, like the new Alien movie and stuff like that, like that kind of, it's kind of like fan fiction because it has nothing to do with the creators.
he said it, not me.
Get him.
This though,
I get ripped
yeah,
to shreds for
yeah.
that shit.
This though is like the exact opposite of that.
It's the
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is the exact opposite. You're right. This is official. This is like them actually getting it back together.
That being said, you know, I like new things coming back, but I'm always a little like, when the main person is always really old. Bruce Campbell's really old.
Yeah, but he's
now.
still freaking hilarious.
He's still
Yeah.
cool. He's still got it. I think. Yeah.
For everyone
Spider-Man.
listening to the podcast,
Yeah.
I
Spider-Man
just did a Spider-Man reference. Spider-Man 2.
Good one.
Speaking of old things coming back, though,
Yeah.
you guys remember Mr. Show?
Oh yeah, that's
Bob Odenkirk and David Cross.
Where it all
I do.
began.
They're teaming up again. We've known about this for a while because Scott Aukerman's been talking about it. I guess he's working on this.
Yeah.
Scott Aukerman from Comedy Bang Bang.
Of course.
out.
He has been talking about it a bunch, and I guess this is what they've been working on. It's called With Bob and David. It's going to be on Netflix. 4 episodes and then an hour-long special, I think, something like that.
Mhm.
But it's kind of a short form. It's sketch comedy.
This is gonna
awesome.
be incredible because Mr. Show
Just
was
the whole
like,
time Eric was telling that, Mike's just like you just heard him
Excited.
go like,
just
like
excited.
under his voice like
Yeah.
yeah, it's really exciting.
This is way up your alley.
Yeah, it's like it's been so long since. I mean, Mr. Show was like the sketch comedy show.
You want to tell
Like,
people who they would know these people as if they don't recognize the names?
Oh, geez. I guess Better Call Saul is
Bob Odenkirk is Saul Goodman.
and oh wow, David Cross.
David Cross is everybody,
David Cross
but
is
he's
everybody.
Tobias Funke,
Yeah,
is it?
from Arrested Development.
On Arrested Development, yeah, so that's a big one.
There's one sketch in Mr. Show that is the most brilliant thing I've ever seen. It's about a guy auditioning for a role, and he's auditioning as a guy who's auditioning for a role.
Oh, jeez.
And he's like, "Are you gonna start now?" It's like, "No, that's me starting in the thing." All right, yeah, it's-
Bob Odenkirk must have done that part, right? Or was that?
I forget.
I
I
don't
think
know.
it was David.
I don't remember
Cross.
that one. I haven't seen all of it. I've seen like
it's-
bits and pieces on YouTube.
They're brilliant.
But I love them.
You know what's
together,
cool about
yes.
this too? It's not like reviving it, like dragging it out.
No,
from
it's
the
a
break.
new show.
These guys though, they're all still like I think they're in their
Also
prime.
on top of the
Oh
game.
yeah,
So
they are
this
in their
is cool.
prime. Yeah, for
This is
sure.
really exciting.
David Cross just had his first directorial debut. They're all doing
Hell,
things.
Bob Odenkirk just proved, blew
He's
it out of
got
the water with
all
his
the
acting
chops.
chops.
My God.
in his,
Oh, yeah.
And you know
last
he's
song.
52.
Odenkirk?
Holy
He does
shit!
not look 52.
No, he looks younger
I mean, even though they done him up to look a little younger for
in the
Better Call
show.
Saul,
Yeah.
he's
No, but in
still-
general, he looks.
Yeah.
You know what? He looks a little older at like award shows and stuff, I guess. But he still looks young.
Yeah, good for him.
So it's very exciting though because apparently Scott
what's
Aukerman's working on it. Apparently Paul F. Tompkins is involved.
Oh my god.
awesome.
These are, I don't know
It's
for
like
sure,
the
but,
Avengers.
but apparently some very exciting people are involved, and I am very excited
Yeah.
about it.
Boy, oh boy.
And that is it for TV news.
Are we
do
taking a break?
Do we take a break here usually? I forget. I don't have my usual notes.
This is how pretty much it works, yeah.
Yeah, let's take a break for a minute. I mean, I got nothing to plug except my ears when I'm trying to sleep in here in Manhattan with all these crazy people out here. Yeah, I got nothing to plug right now necessarily because we're kind of just transitioning in this move. I
Can't plug
did just
anything.
move, and
What if you,
yeah, I got nothing.
What if you just plug something that you really like to enjoy and watch that maybe necessarily you don't?
Well,
plug?
I did love the new Because podcast. He didn't ask me to say that. I thought
Okay,
that was
well,
hilarious.
thank you.
Yeah, that was really great. I was listening to that. Something that's going on. Listen to we just locked down. We just I guess like finished the agreement for the next music video for Bohemians. So check out Bohemians album. Yeah, I'm good. I'm just trying to get my bearings back after this move. It's been kind of crazy. What about you boys? What do you got to plug?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Plug. You can plug my YouTube channel, Jake.
I don't want to
Plug it.
you.
Plug it. Just say it.
Mike, okay, fine.
me?
We'll switch this up. Mike's YouTube channel is youtube.com/Mike Peterson.
Nope.
Mike's Moist.
Nope.
MW10T.
Oh, it's still that. You're still rolling with that.
I can't
You
change
gotta
it.
you gotta get your hashtag brand right. YouTube.com/MW10T. He also has a Patreon. Patreon.com/Mike Peterson. And he creates wonderful, wonderful animated, hilarious things that are really enjoyable and definitely worth throwing him a buck for. He's got a new Spider Dub, which is very funny. I haven't seen it yet, but I've been told.
Thank you.
Thank you.
God. Oh, and what does Jake have to plug?
Jake's got nothing.
Just plug my Twitter and my Instagram and my Periscope.
Okay. Jake has an Instagram at Jake Baldino. Follow that for picture. Jake is posting pictures of hot babes every day.
Yes,
All the
I
hot
saw
babes I
that.
hang out with.
Hot babes, big dicks,
Boobs.
Yeah.
Mostly just dogs and video game stuff and
And pizza.
And he also has a Periscope.
Actually, seriously, guys, if you haven't heard of no joke, if you haven't heard of Periscope, download it.
If we had Wi-Fi, I'd be periscoping right now.
Trust me, download Periscope. I'm just saying.
Be able to watch us.
You're gonna see some things happening soon. With
Think
that.
of like a quick instant live Vine, and honestly, I gotta call out my boy Dwayne the Rock Johnson for doing it absolutely right, being one of the first people to use it for really cool for the red carpet for Fast and Furious.
Oh.
He just took it out and was like, "Hey, I'm fucking on the red carpet. What's up?"
Right, and it's amazing that it's live. He's actually they respond to you and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great. My first experience with Periscope, I will say, and you could follow me on there, I guess too. I don't even know how it works, to be honest, yet. I know how it works. I don't know how following and stuff works. But
a little confusing.
so I
fine.
guess it's similar to most things.
It's also like the most ultra vain social media thing yet.
Yeah.
Hey, watch me right now.
But
what I'm doing.
no, but what I did was, the very first one I watched was I just went into the app. I clicked on one, and it was a guy in a barbershop, a quiet barbershop, and he's just like panning around the barbershop. And I just wrote, I didn't write it actually. Sorry, I wrote hello just to see what happened. He wrote back hello, and I was like, whoa, weird. This is live, and started going like crazy on the hearts. And then somebody wrote say penis really loud, and I was like, what the hell? I was like, he's not gonna do that.
And he did.
In the quiet barbershop, there's people in there. He just goes penis,
That's awesome.
and I was like, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen in my
I
life.
just watched a guy put on shoes, tie his shoes. That's about it. And he just tweeted it out. He's like, "Watch me fucking tie my shoes." So sure
Naked.
Cool. Now, since we moved, we don't have a preview right now for it, but there is a new commentary track up for Furry Vengeance.
Oh, Christmas.
And we'll put up a sample of that soon, but
Not
just
as
I
bad as I
can't
thought
yet.
it would be.
I'm not able to yet. When we get internet in days from now, by the way. But yes, it's up on prettymuchit.com/shop, or it should be up. God help me. I hope it worked. It is very sad for Brendan, but very funny for us and for you.
Honestly, we did back to back. We did. Can I say the other one that we did? Can I?
No,
or is that a secret?
because it's next week.
Don't
Okay.
fucking do
Well,
it.
we did. We recorded 2 back to back: Furry Vengeance and Blank. And honestly, Furry Vengeance was much better.
Oh, really?
Maybe it's just because I enjoy looking at.
I
Brendan Fraser.
enjoyed Furry Vengeance more.
Okay. Oh, wow. All right.
That's
There you go.
saying something.
But they'll find out that it was Fargo next week. We'll tell them next week. But
Yeah.
if you want to see these commentary tracks a week early,
Listen.
you can go to patreon.com/prettymuchit. We could use your help over there. Now that we're in this new studio, we're actually going to be building the set for next week, and we'll literally it's going to be directly from Patreon funds to the set. So if you'd like to help us out and make everything even better, you can help us out there. And in return, it's not donations. You get things in return. You get commentary tracks at no extra charge. You get to see videos early. You get this and that and the other thing. Yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. See if I give a shit. But I do. And thank you. And finally, we like to give away a free shirt every week. prettymuchit.com/giveaway. Go there to find out how to enter to win. By the way, if you comment, I want a shirt on this video, it does nothing.
Disqualified.
If you comment, or you listen to the podcast, it doesn't matter. If you comment, I want a shirt on Facebook, it doesn't matter.
Disqualified.
Yeah, you don't win, specifically. Just read the rules, read the info. There's like 3 lines of
It's easy.
rules.
It's really easy.
Ways to enter to win on prettymuchitcock.com/giveaway, and you can find out how to enter to win. Then watch the Monday show. You're hearing things. Watch the Monday show to find out if you won. And that's it for the break, Jake. That's it for the break. Jake, want to tell us about video games?
Before I start, I just want to say, like, I don't know, maybe it's just this camera, but Jesus Christ, we are three very similar-looking white people. We're just pale boys with big hair. All three of us.
All right, I fixed it.
Okay, finally, someone differentiates.
I fixed it with glasses.
Now it's just me and Mike who look exactly the same.
I don't know about that.
Well, time to talk about some video games with that observation.
Yeah, speaking of the end of the break, tell us about the Quantum one.
Yeah, okay, so we got some delays. Quantum
Cool.
Break, this is the next big Remedy creators of Alan Wake. This is their next big game for Xbox One. It got delayed. It got pushed to 2016.
They announced this game in like 2014.
Forever
right?
ago.
I remember
They
that.
announced it, like back when they announced Xbox
That's
One.
right.
I think so.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Yeah, I even remember that title
Yep.
flying around.
Yeah. Also, Zelda, the big cool new Zelda for Wii U, that got pushed to 2016. That's not really the biggest surprise.
Really,
but-
that sounded like it was. If I was a Wii U fan, I'd be devastated because
Yeah.
my Wii U. If I had a Wii U, it would probably have like 3 layers of dust right now. I'm thinking that finally I'll be able to use it when Zelda comes out.
Yeah, it doesn't have much like big heavy hitters like that. And now that Zelda is gone, now there's not a lot of blockbuster Wii U games coming out in the near future.
Well, Blockbuster was closed down a while ago. They weren't doing as well with Red Tube.
Red
coming up.
Box.
Yeah.
Eric. We also
use
have,
YouPorn.
If you want to rent things, you go to RedTube.
we also have real quick Grand Theft Auto 5 on PC got a new trailer, and it's a 1080p 60 frames per second.
And let me guess how it looks.
Gorgeous.
Sexy?
Gorgeous. I actually wrote sexy. Yeah, it looks sexy. Have you seen this? Have you heard about this?
Yeah,
Have you
I
seen
saw
this?
Why would
looks-
it wouldn't
the,
matter?
the water looks like real. It looks like a real ocean.
That's worth $60.
But I just replayed the remastered Grand Theft Auto 5, so
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, no, it's just for like I know a lot of people actually who game on PC and they've just held out. They're like, you know what, I'm gonna wait, and they've been waiting 2 years. So it's cool to really finally get this like fully fleshed out, insane PC
That is pretty
version.
crazy.
That's cool. Like if I was just like on PC and just on PC and I had the computer that could handle that, I'd be losing my mind right now. So good for you guys, you PC gamers out there. I'm
You
wanting you, I'm
PCs
just
of
not
shit.
as good as the rest of you elites. But last but not least, we have Nintendo Direct had a big one. Nintendo had a big Direct presentation this month.
Yeah, they do these pretty often, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
This month as in April?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
A couple of announcements like like smaller things like
I was
like crossover DS titles.
I was expecting like new games.
Yeah, they only announced smaller new games.
They announced that they're still pumping out Super Smash Brothers, and they're saying like there's what Mewtwo.
Yeah, we have Mewtwo and Smash.
Oh, I heard about that. Yeah.
The last one I want the other part about Smash I want to leave for last. But yeah, we're getting Mewtwo in Smash, which is cool. We're also getting Lucas from
the game that
Ness is in.
How many people have actually played the Mother games?
Mother and Earthbound. I don't know because now
Probably
they're really
not.
rare
Yeah.
and like they're so hard to find. You can play them on Virtual Console and they're okay. I don't know. They haven't aged that well.
No.
But we also they announced a 200cc update to Mario
250, I
Kart
think you
8.
said.
200cc.
200? Okay.
So what is that? Longer tracks or
No, that's faster.
That's faster, harder tracks.
Oh.
50, 100, 150cc. On the only game console I have is N64. The only games I play are Mario Kart and James
Gotcha.
Bond,
Yeah.
GoldenEye 007.
So that's a really cool update. They're also adding there's another update. They're adding Animal Crossing racers and and maps.
Mm-hmm.
And that's so cool because I've always wanted to throw a shell at Tom Nook and fuck up
his whole Ponzi scheme.
fuck up his whole Bernie Madoff scheme. He's got going
ripping
on.
everybody up. God damn it, I love Animal Crossing.
God damn it, so do I. We also have they finally announced that there was an Attack on Titan 3DS game in Japan that I've always wanted to play.
Really?
And it's getting updated and released for the United States.
Well, be with the movie coming out.
So that's cool. I think I might be the only person excited for that. But last but not least, one other thing. There's a couple things I can't touch
From
on
Nintendo
everything.
Direct.
But they announced a bunch of amiibos, a bunch of new amiibos. Most
Is
notably,
that a disease?
there's a cool one. You can get a Yoshi, and he's made out of yarn. He's like a cute little Etsy Yoshi.
Excuse me, that's T Yoshi-so.
Yeah, T.
This
Yoshi.
T stands for tits.
Yeah.
Yoshi tits dinosaur.
Yeah.
Yoshi tits dinosaur.
The
As
whole
it were.
you think the amiibo thing is gonna last?
I do because people are losing their
I know,
goddamn minds.
people
As
are
we're
losing-
recording
Plastic
this,
lasts a long time.
people
Yeah,
are
it
lining
does.
up, and they are beating each other up to
I know.
pre-order a new.
I know
new
right now
ones.
amiibos are the hot shit.
I gave up. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna buy the ones I like at my leisure. I'm not gonna freak out.
I
and,
still
like,
don't understand.
Stay up late at night.
I still don't understand. Like, if you have a Mario amiibo, and say you put it on Super Smash Brothers,
Fucking nothing. All of those features are complete bullshit. It's really just collecting the toys. It's
That's
just
it?
collecting the figures. Yeah.
Oh.
There's these
I
little
thought they
crappy
actually
features.
did things.
They do,
This
but
feels,
it's so
I kind of
minute.
like this. It feels so retro 90s.
People getting excited about toys
Yeah,
again.
I kind
Yeah.
of feel it's kind of cool. It's an
Yeah.
interesting.
No, let's
vibe.
just say they're no like Skylanders. They don't actually really.
No, they're no
interact with the game.
Skylanders.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
All right.
But the biggest thing to come out of Nintendo Direct for me
That
and
you
a
almost
lot of
forgot
people.
about.
No, no. They have announced.
Oh, is this the big thing you were saying? For
Yeah,
you?
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
They let you. Nintendo has put out a ballot, and you can fill it out, and you can vote for who you want. You can fill it out and put whoever you want to see in Smash Brothers.
It's really smart.
That's really cool.
I saw one guy. He wrote in the clumsy asshole in the beginning of every Wii game, where it shows a guy knocking down all of his shit. You know, like,
Warning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Supply
warning.
it to your wrist.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's great.
Wait, what are some of the things that are going in?
I saw a lot of Waluigi because Waluigi #1. Like
Yeah.
you got to put the name, what game they're from, and why. And it's like because Waluigi #1, and he
Really?
says it a lot.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's great. That's great.
Bayonetta because Bayonetta's awesome. She's a Nintendo character.
yeah,
Tom
but her
Nook.
boobs are always swinging around.
That'd
Nice.
be cool though. You
Tom
can
Nook.
get with him.
Wait, who else could
Tom
be?
Nook, what would he do?
uh,
He'd throw
you could-
loans at you.
You could put Rayman in there.
No, that's PS. Rayman.
Rayman.
That's Sony, isn't it?
Yeah.
PlayStation.
That's specifically Ubisoft. He's a third-party character, so you can go wherever he wants.
Wow, I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
They got
Okay.
Sonic from
You
Sega.
fucking got me.
Yeah.
Sonic's in Super Smash.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Sonic
is.
the Hedgehog.
He's tough to master, but he's good because
Why,
he's so
I
fast.
didn't know that.
Gotta go fast.
T Yoshi song.
Fast.
Is
Also,
Yoshi in it?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he's
been in every single one.
What about
please.
Banjo Kazooie?
That would be cool.
Nope, that he's owned by Microsoft.
Son of
yeah,
a
that's
shit.
People have been rallying around to get Goku in it.
Oh,
Goku
shit.
in Super Smash Brothers. I was like, okay, fine. You know what?
If you can have Snake in there,
Yeah, if you could have Snake,
I
you could have Goku.
want the Luigi's Mansion Luigi.
so just Luigi with a vacuum bag.
Uh huh.
And every time he walks around, it's like
Yep, pretty much.
Mario.
What about some Resident Evil characters?
They wouldn't have that much fighting moves other than punch and shoot.
What about Zombie?
I
All
guess,
he does
yeah.
is just turn around.
Yeah.
Well, they had
Yeah.
had Chris and Jill in Street Fighter, Marvel vs. Capcom.
That's right.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
But yeah, but in
that
that-
was cool. Kind of. What? Could you just tap me?
Whoa. What about a ghost?
That's it for the video game news. Let's move on over to
The poll!
The poll. Last week's poll was.
Last week's poll, I'm going to keep unplugging my phone here. Last week's poll question was, what's your favorite toy?
Oh, this is a good
Asked
poll.
by Jake.
Did I really ask? That's such an open-ended question.
In third place, I'm going to go in the other way.
I don't have an answer.
In
for
first
that.
place, and a picture accompanied it, the slab of meat from Rocky. It's a real thing apparently that's sold, or maybe that was a gag gift, but it was just like in.
Oh, like that Rocky Punch.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
in-
and it was in plastic. I don't know. It's
That's
funny.
great.
Number 2, Dwayne the Scorpion King Johnson.
Is there an action figure of that?
Yes,
there
there
is.
is.
Holy
And
Christ.
why we don't own that is
Believe me, I
beyond me.
checked.
And third, McDonald's toys because I was poor.
Oh,
You know
I
what?
was there.
McDonald's toys were the shit.
Yeah.
Speaking of collecting toys,
I
I
lived for
remember
those fucking
when I
things.
collected every single cat dog toy at McDonald's.
Oh yeah.
They were incredible.
I lived for those.
There was a
McDonald's
posable
toys.
cat dog, and I was like, "Where's the asshole?"
Do you remember
Yeah.
the Batman Forever toys?
Nope.
They were really good.
What toys do I remember? I remember this. It just jogged a memory. Do you remember back in the '90s that there was a time at McDonald's where they didn't sell toys, but they sold VHSs of a Ronald McDonald cartoon?
Yep.
You remember that?
Pizza Hut did that with X-Men.
I vaguely recall this. There was something weird like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like
And they're like little fun booklets too that I always used to get.
those cartoons were so fucking ridiculous.
We should look them up and do commentary on them.
Oh, that would be good.
Oh my god.
Do I have a favorite toy? I really loved action figures a lot. I also really liked Stretch Armstrong.
I could get my favorite.
Stretch
toy.
Armstrong was my boy.
I used to play with Spawn toys all the time back in the
You
'90s.
poke your eye out.
Yeah,
Thanks, McFarlane.
because they were so sharp and they were like, yeah.
They were just so angry. They were like sweaty and just like
They were like, skeleton
like,
monsters and
drippy. And, like,
How about everybody in the '90s had this? The castle, the little castle with the trap door on the top.
and you could put the little plastic catapult, like you could hurl the catapult rock too, and everything.
Yeah, everybody had that
Had a
fucking
moat.
thing. And the
Yeah.
moat, yeah.
Yeah, I had that.
Everybody
That was
did.
awesome.
I can't find my favorite toy, but it's a Yoshi I've had since 2006 from McDonald's. And when you press on the back, it goes do 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 do.
I love that.
Why
It's
didn't
my
Why
favorite.
didn't it just go Yoshi? Like
I
why?
wish,
Didn't,
I wish you played the other Yoshi song.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not even Ask PMI yet. We can't
Nope.
even do a
No.
song.
That was last
No
week's
songs
poll.
yet.
That was last week's poll. This week's poll question is, what is your favorite drink? Go to facebook.com/prettymuchit to let us know. We'll go over your results next week.
Any beverage?
God.
Don't say anything. so uncomfortable right
I
now.
want somebody to bring in something else.
I can't.
I couldn't think of anything because you were just like you were like breathe barking at me.
Ask PMI.
Ooh.
Ask PMI.
It's time for SPMI, baby.
We asked you.
We
to
asked
ask
you
us.
questions.
We asked us. So you
We
asked-
ask you a question, and that is, what are your questions? So we have Omar, good old Omar Allure, at Omar Allure 3. What is the best? Because it was just April Fool's fucking day. What's the best prank you ever pulled on someone / someone pulled on you?
For me, it's not. I'm not elaborate. For me, it's the amount of time I spend like hiding somewhere to jump out and scare someone. And the longest I've ever waited was an hour and a half.
Wow.
What's so
By
funny?
mistake?
No, what's so funny though?
By mistake? Or did you have to like close yourself into a coffin before a funeral started?
Yeah, I was like, I had to like hide. I had to like build like a thing around me, like cardboard boxes and like laundry and
And
shit.
you just sat there for an hour. Did you have your phone?
No, I didn't. I had my phone
It's like
died.
the joke's on you.
But I found, because it was in a closet, I found one of those old plastic like
See, now
handheld
we're
games.
catching you in a lie. It was in a closet, but you built a box fort around you?
No, like I put like a box of stuff in front of me and like some like laundry over my shoulders and stuff. So like they were in the closet for
So
a
you
second.
just looked like a homeless person?
No, they were in the closet for a second and like I was
And what did you do?
naked and then I just...
Wait a minute. You were naked.
I'm not naked.
You heard that, right?
I was going to
Yeah.
say imperceptible to the human eye.
I heard naked.
Naked to the human eye.
Oh,
because-
to the naked eye.
Yeah.
And what did you do when they finally came around? Or did they not?
Screamed as loud as I could.
And what was their reaction?
Oh, shit!
Was it worth it?
Let me work it.
It's totally
What
weird.
about you, Mike? Anything good?
I really can't think of anything.
No?
No.
I would say mine, the one that comes to mind is, I think I can like count on one hand the amount of times I've been genuinely surprised by something, which is great. Like, you know, like people surprising me. But the one thing I can remember that was, I could classify this as a prank, I suppose, was when everybody knows geocaching, right? We love geocaching.
Mm-hmm.
I was geocaching with Paul and Joe, to a couple of
Searching for
houses.
treasure.
And yeah, and
Digital treasure.
we were looking around for one and we couldn't find it. We were like spending hours looking through trees in the woods and like couldn't find it. And then we were like, all right, we'll go back tomorrow. And so like mid-afternoon, I don't know, we go back, or maybe like 2 days later, we go back to that same spot. We're looking around and we find it finally, because now it's daytime. It was nighttime the first time.
Oh.
So we find it and I'm like, fuck yeah, sweet. So I've got like my pen on me so we can open it up and write in the log, right? I go to write in the log. I go to the most recent entry to write underneath, and it says all of our names.
What?
And I was like, what? Fucking Paul and Joe went back before me and found it.
Oh, that's
And wrote it
nightmarish.
in, and then didn't
That
tell
would've
me, and
scared me.
they just waited until I found it. But I like my heart stopped. I
Yeah,
was
I
like,
bet.
whoa, what?
wait a
what?
minute
What?
here.
Yeah, it was scary, but
That's
it was
crazy.
so
Good,
funny, and also I just like really appreciated like being able to just be surprised.
You know what I would do?
what
I would set up a geocache like thing to find like
Oh,
a
no. Here we
location,
go.
and then like I'd be waiting there, and I'd like take your wallet at gunpoint with a mask on.
At
obviously.
Chosen Logan asks, what's your favorite movie theater? I feel like we've done this before, but what's your favorite movie theater?
Ones with big movie screens. I don't really have a preference
All right.
for movie theaters.
I really like the AMC in Lincoln Center.
Yes, that's my runner-up.
Bowtie Cinemas is kind of dope.
Okay,
Because they have those,
like the noodles,
Bowtie.
the pasta.
It's like downtown. I don't remember what it
bowtie
is.
pasta,
No, bowtie like
like a bowtie pasta. Yeah, that's right, yep.
And they have those recliner seats.
Oh yeah.
That's cool. But
Oh.
also I like fucking Sunshine.
That's
Just
that's
for
my
its-
number one.
just for its
Sunshine
vibe.
Cinema. That's where we saw Dead Girl.
Oh yeah.
Just
It's
It's
just
vibe,
it's the
man.
vibe, and it's also like they show a lot of indie films. It's really a nice atmosphere. I
Yeah,
love
it's
it.
I went to
Happy
one
to
of
give them
those,
my money.
I once went to one of those theaters that serve you food. You press a button and like they'll bring
Oh,
you food,
forget
like,
it.
like throughout the movie.
The
Like,
Draft
that's
Houses, the Alamo Draft
Yeah.
Houses.
Yeah.
Forget about it.
I will say though, like in terms of like chains, I love AMC.
AMC's my favorite chain
Love
for
it,
sure.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Clearview Ziegfeld is really nice too. But yeah, the Sunshine Cinema is my favorite. And guess what? It's not a far walk from my new apartment, and I'm very happy about that. Very happy about that. At Askin Johnny, hey, good name for asking questions. If you could go to a movie premiere, past, present, or future, which would you go to? And I believe he said that he would go to the Infinity War Part 1 or Part 2, I guess, premiere or something like that. I forget exactly what it was. But he would go to the future to an Avengers movie premiere. I got my answer. I know mine. I've already said this before. People probably know if they remember.
I would go to the Sixth Sense premiere.
Good one.
And
Spoil
then,
it.
Yeah, and then just no, and like anti-spoil it. I'll get up and I'll say the kid's dead the whole time.
Yeah, but then you put it in their minds.
Yeah.
What about you?
I'd say maybe like Blair Witch Project.
Oh,
Or-
damn, you guys are giving... You know what? That's my third, that's my second, and my first is...
Well,
You're about to say it?
No, I was
thought you
going
were
to say
say it.
like Terminator 2.
Oh, no.
That'd be
Blair
really
Witch would be a
cool.
big one.
Or
for me.
The Matrix.
My
because
big one's
nobody
always
knew what was
been
coming.
Psycho.
Oh, yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, you go to a movie theater and
history.
like.
That was Citizen Kane. How about that?
No. Psycho, because imagine, like, that's like the ultimate twist ending from back in the day. Like,
Yeah, but
that's
that was
insane.
like that was still in the days where that shower scene had people going like,
Oh, right, that's why I want to go.
Yeah,
and
people
also,
got up and left,
it was
right?
also very fancy. You weren't allowed to go in late.
That's cool.
I love that shit. I wish we had that more. At Daniel Stefan, I'm assuming that is. When you were younger, was there ever a TV show that you wish you could be, wished you could be on? Jesus, sorry. Was there ever a TV show you wished you could be on,
easily.
reality or scripted?
all that.
All that? Okay.
Yeah, I always wanted to be on all that.
I
Only after, because I remember there was one Nickelodeon interview where like Kenan Thompson and all that crew were talking about like, so what do you do when you're
in the contest.
Yeah, when you're and
I
you're
entered.
and you're not shooting all that. He's like, well, we go to Universal Studios and
Yes!
we're the only people in the park, so we just ride everything we want. And then we go make a whole bunch of millions of dollars on our TV show where we just have fun with our friends.
Yeah, a bunch of millions of dollars.
Hey,
they were
Kenan
making.
Thompson, he's
I'm not on all that. Yeah, I don't think we're making that many millions on all that.
maybe $1 million.
Maybe.
$1 million.
Maybe.
Amanda Bynes.
I don't know. Danny
Probably got
Tamborelli
$1
was
million.
homeless for a while.
Yeah, you're telling me things like people, but the success after. I'm talking about just all that. Just all that. And in the 90s. In the
okay.
early 90s.
Was it weird?
Yeah.
I wanted
Wages
to be on,
were lower.
I wanted to be on Full House, and
And play the babies.
What's the show with Urkel? I like that show a lot.
Oh, Family Matters.
I wanted to
Did
live
I
with
do
them.
that?
Did you want to be in Family Matters before or after it got goof?
When it got when it like
pre-Stefan.
really,
Hey,
when it
what are the
jumped the
chances?
shark.
Pre-Stefan?
Nah, I liked it like
When it became a science
before
show?
before it jumped the shark, you know.
It became less about a black family and more about science.
Also,
There is one episode where Steve Urkel builds a time machine and they go
Yeah.
with pirate times.
Yeah,
and
it was like
and
too much.
Yeah.
Winslow, Carl
much.
Winslow's with him, right?
Too
I
much.
don't know.
yeah.
Fresh Prince.
Okay, so just
I
a
can go
bunch
on
of
and on.
old sitcoms,
Basically, I wanted to live with a black family instead of a white one,
except for Full House.
except for Full House.
You just wanted a papuli for yourself. I always wanted to, and I actually still, I'm not going to, but like I very specifically used to like plan out how I would achieve this. I really wanted to be on Real World for years.
That'd be cool.
Because I used to actually watch Real World.
Yeah, so did
the
I.
one season that I watched religiously and absolutely loved and cried when it ended
Philadelphia?
was Austin.
Oh, okay.
That was incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible. But yeah, it was.
good
You know,
stuff.
there was some seasons that I really enjoyed that show. There was like a
Oh,
good.
Fear Factor. I wanted to be on Fear Factor.
Well, that you could actually be on that though. Still soon.
Like,
It's still on, isn't it?
I've always
could-
wanted Joe Rogan to yell at me. It's my
Well,
dream.
I could eat a deer dick.
But wasn't that a Nicholas Sparks movie, Dear Dick?
Yeah, deer dick.
But what happened was, I always thought that I would really enjoy that. I always thought it was cool. And yeah, there was like a brief period of a couple of years where a couple seasons were like really, really great.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was kind of a whatever show. Then it was really great, and then it went back to now I don't watch it. It's kind of
Yeah.
whatever. But yeah, I really wanted to be on the Real World for a while.
Yeah,
I used to
that would
tweet
be
about
cool.
it too. People might remember that.
Wow.
I used to think to myself like, I guess I'd have to be off Twitter for months. Like I used to think in that regard, and meanwhile, you know, like I didn't even get it, so it was silly to think that way. And finally, last question of Javier at Javi. What is it? 201330.
Javier.
Yeah.
Shout out.
What is the worst feeling in the world?
Ooh, wait a minute.
Just to go out on a high note.
Oh.
Depression. Depression.
Not being able to speak?
No, depression and anxiety.
No, I mean, like, those are a given, but I'd say, have you ever had the feeling where you get so drunk, but, like, there's a part of your brain that's completely sober, and you're like, I don't want to be drunk
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah. I feel trapped inside myself once in a while.
That
Like,
is the worst.
First time I ever got drunk, I remember like I was like stumbling to the bathroom, and in my mind I was like, Eric, why are you doing that? You know what I mean? Like T. Yoshi Sore was in my head, basically. You know what I mean?
I remember one time, I think it was like one of the only times I ever smoked a cigarette too. I was like, yeah, I'll try a cigarette.
You had two at once?
Yeah. And
Smoke up,
Smoke
Johnny.
it up!
and just the
you don't
feeling
know.
of being really drunk and having just smoked a cigarette, I just sat down. I'm like, I need to
Die.
I need to stop being here in reality right now.
All right.
And that was a pretty shitty feeling.
I say mine is not knowing something.
Oh.
So it's
yeah.
like you're waiting for an answer to something.
That's the cause
Like-
of my depression and anxiety.
But my point being like, if you have a yes or a no, it's way better than you don't know what the answer is. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's probably like or even like not knowing how you feel about something. Not knowing is the worst, I think, thing you can have. Knowing is wonderful. At least knowing is great. even if it's not the answer you want in whatever case it is. You
Well,
know what I
not knowing could be a good thing too. The anticipation of something.
mean? No,
Well,
that's
I
my
worry.
point. I just
I'm a
said that's the
worrier.
worst
I
part.
Well,
I worry more than-
you've never experienced something where the anticipation was better than what you actually got.
Yeah, I
Yeah, like maybe for movies and stuff, but I'm talking
but not
about
compared to like worrying
more
to
in
the
like a
point of
personal
just
way, like I
sweating.
guess. Yeah. Like a job, you're waiting to hear back from a job or something like that, or an apartment. I just moved. Trying to not knowing where you're gonna live and like waiting to hear back from this and that and the other thing sucks.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But guess what? You know what we do know?
What?
PMI 5.0 is next week.
Oh, so this is
What?
0.505.
Yeah, PMI 0.505. We went back in time to
I'm
the.
scared. Are you guys scared?
I would be scared if we didn't just blow it wide open today, and I really think we can finish the set by next week. So I'm excited.
I'm looking at. Oh my! Holy shit!
We'll
I
talk.
just read what it is.
We'll talk.
It would be scary if like we had a whole bunch of like jack-o'-lanterns around. That would be spooky.
And that's pretty much it.